Friends, today I am going to explain in detail of the organelles. The first organelle is the cell wall. Cell wall is made up of organic material called cellulose. Cellulose is a complex structure and gives structural strength to the plant. When a cell loses its water through osmosis, there is a shrinkage or contraction of cell away from its cell wall, and this is called as plasmolysis. And as we know that plants withstand much dilute solution than fungi and bacteria. This is because when there is an osmosis happening, the more water will enter the cell and the cell swells up. Ultimately it swells up and gives pressure against the cell wall. And the cell walls also gives an equal pressure so that the plant do not burst. And this way it maintains the pressure. And so the plants. So we will move to the next organelle, which is main brain, or we can say the brain of the cell, which is the nucleus. Nucleus has a double layered covering called the nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane has pores, which allows the transfer of material from inside to its outside or from outside to its inside. The nucleus contains chromosomes, which are present as rod-shaped structures, visible only when the cell is about to divide. Chromosomes contain DNA, which helps in the inheritance of parent to its next generations. It not only contains DNA, it also contains protein. The functional segment of DNA is genes. So, when the cell is not about to divide, the DNA is present in the form of chromatin material. And when the cell is about to divide, these chromatin material get organized into a rod-shaped structure called the chromosomes. And chromatin are visible as entangled mass of thread-like structures when the cell is not about to divide. So now we will look about the prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms. What are their differences? Prokaryotic organisms are organisms which do not have well-defined nuclear membrane because they have absence of well-defined nuclear membrane, and they have only nucleic acid called as the nucleoid. So organisms which do not have well-defined nuclear membrane and having only nucleoid is called as the prokaryotic cells, whereas organisms that have well-defined nuclear membrane and not nucleoid is called as eukaryotic cells. Cytoplasm is the fluid content present inside the cell. It has many varieties or types of cell organelles in it. Cell organelles are enclosed by membrane bonds. In prokaryotes, behind the absence of nuclear membrane, they also lack membrane-bound cell organelles in their organelles. Whereas on the other hand, in eukaryotic, they have nuclear membrane as well as membrane-bound cell organelles for every cell organelles. So now we will look on the fourth organelle, which is the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum acts as a transport between one cell to other for transportation of mitochondria, that is the proteins, from one cell to another. The endoplasmic reticulum is similar in structure of the plasma membrane. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which is SER, and the rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is RER. It is called as the rough endoplasmic reticulum because it is rough and has ribosome attached to its surface. As we all know, that ribosomes are present in all active cells for manufacturing of protein. So the ribosomes helps in manufacturing of protein in the same way in endoplasmic reticulum, and helps in transporting to various parts of the cells if they are needed in proteins. So the next division is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the manufacture of fat molecules, are also called as lipids. These helps in the helps in building the membrane and are called as membrane biogenesis. That is, this process is known as membrane biogenesis. But this endoplasmic reticulum varies greatly from cell to cell and tissues to tissues. So, but it acts only as a transport for every cells. every tissues. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum also helps in detoxifying, plays a crucial role in detoxifying poisons and drugs in the endoplasmic reticulum. So this is all about the chapter. So now the further organelles we will learn in the next chapter. So please, if you like the video, subscribe in the below red colored button. Thank you.